I'm coming back in.
Y'all see it.
Oh man. We back at it again. Yo, what it do? It's your boys, Juice and Lou. We back here with another banger for y'all. We got the reaction.
This is the end of the Larry Bird KD debate.
This is a video.
This is the end.
This is his video.
I'm ending it.
This was his, recommendation. So, yeah, let's do it.
I'm ending it. Let's get into it. I didn't watch the video actually, but I'm ending it today. It ends.
It's come to my attention that there are people who are confused as to who the second best small forward of all time is.
I don't know why.
I say second best because it should be clear to everyone and their mothers that LeBron is the best small forward. As for the second best, it comes down between two guys, Larry Bird and Kevin Durant. Now, of course, the younger generation is going to say Kevin Durant, and the older generation will say Larry Bird. And believe it or not, there is a good argument for both cases.
Agreed.
Larry Bird is the greater player. We should all already know that. He has more rings, more MVPs, etc. But is he also the better player? Better as in better at basketball. Let's talk about it.
Listen to the words. Listen to the words, Larry Bird fans down there in the comments. Listen to him. Never said he wasn't great. Talking better.
If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 1,400, and if I can get to 1,400 by New Year's, I would really appreciate it. Also, drop a like on this video. I drop player comparison videos like this as often as I can. With that being said, let's compare the two. First thing I want to do is look at their 5-year peaks. The 5-year period where they were at their best. Starting with Larry Bird. From the 1983-84 season to the 1987-88 season, Larry Bird averaged over 27 points, just under 10 rebounds, almost 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block,
50, 40,
while
90.
nearly shooting 50, 40, 90 in that 5-year stretch. That type of efficiency is wild. His true shooting percentage was pretty good at a 58.8%. He won 2 championships, went to 5 All-Star games, is the only player to win 3 straight MVPs, and was a 5-time All-NBA First Team member and 1-time All-Defensive Second Team. Kevin Durant actually has a 6-year peak because during one of the seasons he actually only played 27 games, so I'm going to include that because it was in the middle of this 5-year peak. So this is the 2013-14 season through the 2018-19 season, in which he averaged the same amount of points as Larry Bird, less rebounds at 7.3, less assists at 5.3, less steals at 1, a little bit more blocks at 1.2, while having very similar shooting percentages at 51% from the field, 38.7% from 3, and 88% from the free throw line. His true shooting was much better at 63.7%, and that's mainly because he shoots more free throws and three-pointers, which is considered the most efficient shot as far as point production. He was a 2-time champion, 2-time finals MVP, 1-time league MVP, 6-time All-Star, won a scoring title, was All-NBA First Team twice, and All-NBA Second Team 3 times. So statistically and award and accolade wise, in that 5/6 year peak is very close, and we can't just decipher it from that. So let's jump right into the skill sets. Larry Bird was clearly a very good scorer, actually a great scorer. He was an excellent 3-point jump shooter, although a bit
wait, I think he's about to get into it. Hold up.
Overrated in my opinion, because we never really got to see him with a high volume of threes.
Thank you.
Although I'm sure he would be just fine.
I don't think Bird's probably not even a top 15 shooter of all time. If you're going off numbers, he's probably not even a top 15 shooter of all time.
Numbers, fool.
I'm just being real.
We're talking about in a league where
Steve Kerr shoots better.
5 threes.
That's exactly the point, though.
But you can't knock him for that, though.
Nah. People from back then, you got in the 90s, though. I know the 80s and 90s weren't really the same, but it's close and comparable a little bit. I mean, you had players in the 90s. You got Miller and Steve Kerr, probably top 10 shooters all time. That's 2 from the 90s.
That's tough.
It's tough, man. Shout out Bird though, man. He's definitely a great scorer.
Fine shooting
Shooter,
a lot of threes because he just was an excellent shot maker. He was a very good post player, had a nice mid-post game and mid-post fadeaway, was an elite, and I mean elite, all-time great passer and playmaker, definitely in the top 10, you can argue top 5. He was an elite rebounder at that position of the small forward, a pretty...
Top 5 passers?
Top 5 playmaker is crazy DS, bro. That's crazy DS, I'm not gonna lie. Top 5 is crazy. Top 5 is crazy. I'm thinking 10. I don't know 10 honestly right now.
Name 5 that you think personally is better playmaking than it.
Steve Nash.
Okay.
Chris Paul.
Okay.
John Stockton.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
5. LeBron.
Anybody else? Just to add on.
Just to add on. Better than Bird at playmaking. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot.
Probably.
But I'm not gonna go bad then. I'm not even gonna say like Oscar or the Jerry West or whatever now of the world.
Think Russ? I know you're a big Russ guy.
I was thinking Russ, but I'd probably say they're in the same pool of playmaking. Just because, people have the stat patterns, the haters back in the day, like, Russ only had assists because he had the ball every time in his hand. Okay, I mean, I guess if you want to say that, sure.
Now,
Jokic now is definitely a better playmaker than Bird. So I put him top 10. This is not in any order, by the way.
Okay.
There's an argument for 10. He could probably be in top 10 range. I want to put Isaiah Thomas, Zeke. He was a good play initiator. I'm definitely missing some players, but like I said, I'm not gonna name like the Oscars, the Jerry West. I'm trying to keep it 80s and up. Just for this sake.
Yeah.
But I could, you can argue 10 top. He's in the 10th range of playmaking, but top 5 is definitely a stretch.
A good defender,
Like a big
really
stretch.
good at playing passing lanes and stealing the ball, was an extremely clutch player, and really got into opponents' head with mind games and trash talk. This guy was literally on the court
nowadays.
telling opposing players how he was going to score and where he was going to score, pointed at the spot, and went ahead and did it, and just couldn't be stopped. He went an entire game playing left-handed and scored 40-plus points. This guy also walked into the three-point shootout locker room and asked everyone, so which one of you is coming in second, and
Rondo,
then won.
by the way.
That's
Rondo's
demoralizing
a better playmaker.
and also hilarious. Kevin Durant's one of the best pure scoring machines we have ever seen.
Yep.
He's an elite shot creator, can just shoot over the top of people, has one of the best mid-range shots we've ever seen, a very good three-point shot, can drive to the basket and finish very well, is 7 feet tall but moves like a shooting guard, is very athletic, long and shifty, is a good and underrated passer and playmaker, and is one of the most efficient players of all time.
See, what people don't want to talk about, though, is KD's underrated playmaking. See, with LeBron being the all-around type player, KD being more scorer, that little rivalry they had in the 2010s or whatever, KD just did what was asked of him. He's always played with great point guards, so he never needed to really show out like Bron had to do, like playmaking, setting up. All he had to worry about is getting wins, and the best way for KD to get wins was to score. He didn't have to worry. He didn't have to do that. He has Russ. He had Curry. Like, that wasn't his job. He's just doing what he was asked, man. Just score the ball. But he can play make. Don't get messed up. Same with the Nets when he was carrying them. Even though they lost to the Bucks that year in 2021. You saw his ability to play make without Harden and Kyrie. Probably two of the best ball handlers, and Harden probably one of the best playmakers of this generation. So
It's tough.
He's also a very good trash talker, and I'm not just speaking about his Twitter fingers, but on the court. As much as he wants to deny it, we saw him laugh at a defender's face and then proceed to score on him, and also do the too small sign to Evan Fournier while telling him that in his native French language.
nah, that's crazy.
That's fucking funny. Also, an aspect of Kevin Durant's game that doesn't get enough credit was his defense in his prime, especially when he was in Golden State. Now, I'm not saying he was a super elite defender, but he was a very good team defender, a pretty good rim protector, and helped make Golden State one of the best defensive teams of its time. So after looking at the stats and the skill sets, we can see that it's still very close. Both are different style of players. Both provide similar effectiveness when it comes to stats. Both are difficult shot makers. Both have proven to hit big shots and perform in the clutch when it matters most. As we saw the iconic steal that Larry Bird made. We've seen the game winner against the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the fact that he's also one of the greatest Game 7 performers of all time. And as for Kevin Durant, we've seen him have 50-point games in the playoffs versus the Clippers. We've seen him hit big shots over LeBron in the NBA Finals. And so forth. They're both iconic all-time great players, but who are you taking? It really depends. If you need a better all-around player, the answer is Larry Bird. He's the better playmaker, the better passer, the better defender, better three-point shooter, post player, and rebounder, and has a little bit better of a resume than Kevin Durant.
Resume
doesn't mean he's better at everything, because KD is still the better scorer, he is the better rim protector, he is the better shot creator, and a better all-around shooter. But he does not beat Larry Bird as far as all-time greatness or as an overall better player. He does have more longevity than Larry Bird.
Facts.
We do have to give him credit for coming back after the Achilles.
People don't understand, bro. He tore his Achilles and then came back and averaged 30 on great efficiency. Bro, if you tear your Achilles back then, you saw what happened to Kobe.
Might as well retire.
You saw what happened to Kobe. He was never the same towards Achilles. Boogie, he's not even in the league. He tore his Achilles downhill. Bro, he came back off an Achilles tear. Granted, he's a scorer, but like you still need your Achilles to get to your spots. And he's averaged 30 on great efficiency. That doesn't get a lot of credit. That's extremely impressed, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how many people tore their Achilles out there, because I haven't. But I know my dad did, and he was like 40 years old, obviously, when he tore it, but he doesn't even play pickup basketball anymore after tearing it. That's how like hard it is to come back off that. So
his injury and not missing a beat offensively. And can he ever catch Larry Bird in the all-time greatness?
probably not
I'm not sure. Larry is a top 10 all-time player consensusly.
right now.
Probably more around that 6 through 8 range. Kevin Durant is a top 15 player all-time, probably around 13-ish. So it's not like they're far off. But KD definitely has to win a ring away from Golden State. He probably needs another MVP. And if he continues the longevity, that's only going to help his case. And I get it. People hated him for going to Golden State. I wasn't happy with the move either. But at the end of the day, you still got to perform when it matters most. And KD definitely performed. And let's not pretend that Larry Bird didn't have a stacked Celtics roster. Bill Walton, Robert Parrish, Dennis Johnson, Kevin McHale, Danny Ainge, and so forth. But the answer to the question, who's the better player, Larry Bird or Kevin Durant? The answer still remains as Larry Bird. Go ahead and comment if you disagree or comment if you do agree. I'm trying to see something here. And speaking about seeing things, have you seen the last video I posted about Nikola Jokic and whether or not he is of the human race? Is he an alien? Is he an android? Can he win?
We're going to get talked about Jokic after these finals, man, because don't let him win. Or it may be over. He may enter a conversation that people are not ready to hear, but I'm bringing it.
Oh my
God. You know, he made up great points. If you think Bird's the better all-around player, I disagree personally with that. He's the greater player. He's definitely
Bird's the better all-around player?
No, I do not. I think if I had a franchise and they said, your first pick is either Bird or KD. I'm taking KD 99% of the time.
Wow.
Because I can just place him almost anywhere on the floor. And he'll just do whatever I ask to efficiently and well. You can't really do the same with Bird. No. And also, people talk about KD's always had great teams. I mean, when has Bird ever had a bad team? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It is what it is, but I'm ending the debate there. There will be no more KD slander. No more this nonsense. Y'all can say he's greater, that's cool, but I'm thinking there's the point I'm standing on. I'm taking KD to start a franchise over Bird 99% of the time.
Okay, 1-on-1.
KD.
KD Bird. KD?
Went on, like, 1-on-1?
1-on-1.
KD.
1-on-1 to
KD.
5 all ones.
KD. Bird's not stopping him.
Does KD even give up the ball? What's the score?
5-3, KD.
That's tough. That's tough, man. Hey, y'all let me know. Y'all let us know down below. 1-on-1, KD versus Bird. Who wins? What's the score? Y'all let us know, man. But, hey, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Y'all let us know. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on them post noties. Appreciate y'all for number 800, man. 800 subs.
Yes,
shout out
indeed.
to y'all, man. We on the road to 900. Got to take it one step at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Soon we gonna be at 1,000, but we'll get there when we get there. But until the next video, it's your boy Juicy Lou, and we out here. Peace.